Welcome everyone to the Goddess Temple. My name is Chris. I was just having a little technical difficulty, and it was just a bit strange because I normally don't get that. And what today it's gonna be, I'm gonna be pulling out some oracle and also tarot as well. Um, but what's being called for me to speak about today is really this understanding of the way life wants to manifest through you, the way that she wants to speak through you. She, as in this creative force within you, this room space that carries potential and possibility. Now, why is this wanting to come through for you? It's to be able to the sustainer, to be able to sustain the possibility and potential of what life is, to being able to sustain and create this world that mimics your internal world and that allows you to create such a space that unfolds a lot of these stories, the possibilities, the understandings of where you couldn't reach compassion for the people that you have uh, been around and that have come across your path throughout your life, whether it's family, friends. It's the way that life has impacted you and shaped you and molded you to being who you are today. And so, this path of the sustainer, it's, I want you to look at this right here. This little hand holding this egg, this circle. I feel like it's holding the moon, the cyclical nature of life and death, of coming together and separating, of the possibility of whether it being oscillating between polarity and also um what's the other one? Polarity and oh my gosh, why did I forget? Dang it. Okay, oh, polarity and duality. Okay, so to explain a little bit more on why I'm saying that, even though polarity and duality do sound quite similar, um, they're distinctive in the sense of polarity being these two opposing forces. They are drawn together, but they are still individualized, as opposed to duality. It's the paths become intermingled, and these are two opposing forces that come together to create life. And so it mingles together. And so right now, what's happening with the sustainer card is being able to sustain the polarity and the duality and the dance between even these two archetypes, these two life paths. And I feel like right now you're going through this life path, whether it be within yourself and the way that you're navigating through you and the family that you have, or you and the world that you're in, or you and work, or you and a partner, or even the old you versus the new you. So there's these forces that you're playing with, but it's teaching you more and more of the way that you are meant to go about life, the way that you're meant to create life and move about it and breathe through it. Now, why does that become important? It becomes important because it begins to show you a little bit more of the way that you're moving about your day to day, the way that you've showed up in your day to day, and the way that you intend to move forward in your day to day. And the day to day of life becomes quite important for you to move through because with that you begin to understand what you're here to do, who you are. And that's the the whole point. To a certain degree, it's the whole point. Is for you to understand who you are, here to be who you are, to express in this world, in this life, and the way that life wishes to be breathed and birthed through you, right? This is what you call your inspirations and your desires. I had to pause the video for a little bit, but I'm getting back into it. I didn't want to necessarily start all over again, so I am going to continue. All I know is that I was talking about sustaining your ability to grow and foster, and the thing that wants to be birthed through you. And so we're just going to dive in just a little bit more into the space and see what is coming through. Um, what I feel like is being called on is this also includes the way that you've been thinking about the way the world works, the way that this universe works, to the way that the natures and the laws of nature work, to even the way that your society and your community works as well. Now, don't get me wrong, when there is danger that you are experiencing and you don't, the best solution that you have is to displace yourself, is to take yourself out of that place so you can be in a more safer environment that feels safe to your nervous system to be able to process and move through and try things differently. Listen to it, because the shifting your physical self reinforces different ways of thinking, being, experiencing in your mind, body, and spirit. And when you displace yourself, the thing is, you are going to the worlds at the bottom of the deck, which I love. So, yes, it's a new beginning. It's an invitation of a new beginning, of a whole new life. At the same time, this is also the in between phase of being right there when life explodes in your face. And what I mean by it explodes in your face is everything that you have not been able to clear and process. Now that you have the space and the environment to do so, it's coming up and it feels destabilizing. Sorry, it feels destabilizing, strongly destabilizing. I'm terribly sorry. I'm just yeah, it feels very much so like there's just a build up of gas, of energy, of a resource, of potential that's just been bottled up, and it's you've decided to open the lid and now it's just coming out. It's not even that it's exploded on its own. No, you have set the environment, the stage for your body to express what it needs to and to process and move through it, and then begins to create whole different systems that fosters other people's visions, intentions, dreams. So it's not only your vision and dream that you're creating and bringing forth, but it's also other people's. And you're working together with people around you. That's what's happening right now, is that you're working with people to get to where you need to go. And so, truly, um, move through it in the best way possible. Understand where you're going, why you're doing what you're doing, and let yourself be experienced. The thing is, of course, be cautious of who is around you to experience you. At the same time, set the stage so you can experience you. This is when life begins to get a bit not just challenging, but it becomes alive. And a lot of the philosophies that you may have heard, they start to make sense differently. They start to fit differently. The very same messages translate different. So it becomes important for you to move through all of it in the best way possible for you. So I'm just shuffling here and seeing what's ready to come through and be not just manifested, but taken care of, nurtured by you. The thing that wants you to be the one to take care of it, to foster it, to nurture it, to give birth to it, to hold space for it, to shape into something. This is the one important thing that comes to play, which is it's never that life around you, like you get an inspiration and it's gone forever. None of that. It's that there is an inspiration you have, and it's like grow it, bring life to it, and grow it. And that inspiration is for you. It comes in correlation to you. Yes, other people are going to run off of this a very similar idea of you, idea that you've had, but it's important that you raise yours, because when you do, you begin to understand there's no shortage, and that becomes important. The High Priestess. So what I feel about the High Priestess is that it's touching on this capacity that you have, that you understand how to hold and foster the things that want to come through you. You are the master alchemizer in your life. You are the master that breathes life into other people around you, and also into the mission, the goal that you have. I'm just going to put that there. And so it becomes a little bit more important for you to start understanding the best way that you move through life, and the way that life wishes to move through you, and also the way that you understand the implications and the urges and the tentativeness that people have on you, and their worry about you. Like they need to just worry about themselves, and yet they're worrying about you. And these people, it could be showing up with such heart and compassion, but they don't realize to what extent it's actually hurting you. And the thing is, you don't even understand to what extent that they are staring right at you. And this is what you call an evil eye. Whether it is actually evil or not, it's just that it's a sight that disturbs and distorts your direction, that your path, your surrounding in space. And I'm gonna leave it with these two cards for today. Is how many people has interrupted and disturbed your path, your journey? And even then, I want you to also look at this part. To what extent have you been anticipating that someone's gonna react a certain way, feel a certain way, and you're noticing that that's not the case? It's genuinely not the case. And even if they do have certain reaction, you know it's not wrong what you're doing. However, this person feels like it's wrong. Like, why did they not get the inner, um, the key to your inner world? And that's because of how chaotic they are and how messy they are, not in a good way either. Because of their own mess, instead of cleaning up theirs, they've been controlling and contorting you. And you're here putting in all the work to clean all of that up and hold yourself accountable for your life, taking radical responsibility for your life and the way that you treat people, the way that you react to them, your emotions. You can be compassionate towards these people all that you want to be, but at the end of the day, you still need to move through it. You still need to feel the emotion. You still need to speak your truth. And you still need to show up for you. So, what is it going to take for you to not only build this new world, but to sustain yourself without letting go of your responsibilities and your duties, but to hold yourself together and also to make sure in the process you're not breaking down and damaging other lives and other people? Give yourself the space and the time to contemplate on this and to bring it to life. Give yourself the space and the time to contemplate on it, to get inspirations, for it to not be a tomorrow problem, but for you to just set the intention that you do want to solve this. Instead of someone else trying to solve it for you, why don't you solve it for you? And you are that creative force that knows how to create. I'm going to be leaving the message there. I really hope that there was enough for you to move through. And I truly wish the best for you in this time, in this moment. And um, yeah, I'm going to be leaving it there. And I wish you guys all the best. And I will speak to you soon.